Greetings, principles of marketing humans. Dr. Pellegrino here with you again, and today we're going to talk about a concept in retailing called width and depth, or breadth and depth. So, when we're talking about retailers, one of the ways we can describe them is how many different product lines they offer, and that's how wide their product assortment is. That's the breadth, the wideness, and then how deep they are within each line. So how many different types of a particular product do they have in that line? And so this can be defined a couple of different ways. You can see here that if let's say you're a business and you sell shoes, appliances, books, and men's clothing, that's a pretty broad assortment. That we would consider that a very broad assortment of products. And then if you have a lot of products for each one of those things in there, then that would also be deep. And so traditionally, the very broad and deep businesses were the old department stores. So Sears and Ward's and J.C. Penney. You could buy everything there, and they had lots of options. And in the 90s and aughts, those stores took quite a beating from Walmart and the big box stores, which found that they can shorten the depth and offer just a couple of products across a broad range like Walmart does. You'll notice there aren't a lot of options because they're very price conscious, and so they have a relatively shallow distribution of products, even though they're very broad. And they really did beat the department stores pretty bad. And then we had a new player come along called Amazon, and Amazon is back to the very broad, very deep, lots of different options, lots of different products, and they're doing it quite well. One of the other things you'll see is a narrow product offering, but very deep. And these are what we call category killers. Lowe's and Home Depot, they're pretty solid for what they do. Toys R Us was one, but the market for toys couldn't really justify the business the way they ran it. But in general, when you think about it, just think, okay, how many different kinds of products are we offering that we can't really clump together? And then how many options within that do we have? How many, and that'll tell you how wide and how deep you are. Again, we find that most companies do better when they focus, right? Do what you do best, do what you know. But we do get the occasional Amazon that actually does everything well. So that's this module's video on breadth and depth of product assortment. So I hope you had a good video, and I'll see you in the next one.